What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more acid techno. We're going to listen to an artist that I'm very fond of, but whom I have not reacted to yet. It's an artist named Squat Dom. I'm friends with him on Facebook. Sometimes his Facebook account will disappear for a while and then it'll come back, so I feel like he's sort of in and out on social media. And he does have a very, again, squat sort of anti-establishment sort of vibe in his tunes, including the one that we're going to hear here. Maybe that's part of it as well. He does seem to be a very cool and sort of knowledgeable guy when it comes to some things. We've had some interactions on Facebook when he's had his account active that were very interesting to me. But yeah, he makes tunes that I would say are very much in his own lane. He kind of has his own flavor, his own style, which I dig. I don't like every tune I've ever heard by him. There was one he did on one of the early Abusive 303s, which was just crazy. It was so wicked. I literally wrote in the review on Discogs that the tune actually scares me a little bit, and it wasn't even an exaggeration. It's my God, I feel like it's like an acid horror movie, or I'm in the dentist chair of a maniacal acid dentist or something. So yeah, there's been one or two which are a bit crazy even for me, but a lot of his tunes I'm a big fan of. I mentioned Asylum, or no, what am I saying? That's a Tacit tune. But there's a Squat Dom tune on Interstate 1. I think it's called Squat Come On. That's a dope ass tune. But we are in this Going Equipped. He samples Rage Against the Machine in a sort of we don't need the keys to the warehouse, we'll break in sort of way. And another tune, Suburban Tedium. What a brilliant track that is. So he's got a lot of tunes I'm a big fan of. We're gonna do one that's maybe my favorite, or right on the top of the list in terms of first among equals. It's a tune called Anticapitalista. Again, you can sort of pick up on the sort of ethos and sort of a political vibe there. If you look at my punk rock that I got here, you'd know that maybe it's something that I can sympathize with. Like I said, I'm a big fan of his tunes musically, and I also like sort of the vibe that he puts out. So let's listen to it. This is Anticapitalista. This is one hell of a banging tune, and it has such kind of slamming pumping percussion that it's one of those tunes that allows for, I don't know if any of you else do it, but at the end of a measure, you can do one of those bup bup bup, it's a 3-shot right in the last moment, and it sort of makes it pump into the next measure. That little trick works very well with this tune. I mean, different tunes, but yeah. So this is, what year is this, before we listen to the opening sample, which again means it could be definitely used as a mixed opening tune. Because of that, let's see. I'm going to say 17. That's my guess. 16. Okay, so it's 2016. Other tracks on the record are No Borders, Fuck Your Borders, Never Putting On a Uniform. Again, there's a very solid sort of mindset and political ethos advocated there. So shout out to Squat Dom for that. Shout out to WahWah for this excellent release. So here we go. Squat Dom, Anticapitalista on WahWah 2016. Fucking stomping with this one. This tune fires me up. You know what I'm talking about. Already the acid kind of whipping about. It's very focused and staccato sharp, but there's that accent whip. High percussion coming in. I'm not gonna do it because you want to hear the tune, but if I'm DJing, I'm doing that every 64 at least, if not every 32. Or I'm double dropping, doing beat juggle, 4 beat throwovers at the end of the measure. Acid just fishing forward. saw, like burrowing like through steel. Like, I can't sit still during this tune. It is literally impossible. Even if you like strap me down like Clockwork Orange style, like my eyebrow would be like going to the beat or something. Like I can't not move to this. And listen to the acid. It's just like, it's like the tune overall. It's relentless. It just constantly pushing forward, burrowing through your brain. Oh my god. So the solid acid engine, but still with that little high-pitched accent width. Bro, the dirty nature of the drop, it surprises you. The way the acid just has that like snarl, it's like this dirty melody, it's brilliant. It's like the whole time before that, it's just driving, it's piercing, it's continuing to go through steel, as I said. But now here it turns nasty and darker and more wicked. I love it. I mean, it still has that like layer, but the layers basically. Now it has this new layer which just takes it to an even dirtier place. But again, rapid fire one still like flying straight forward. I do like the vocal sample which just carries on through the track now. I was just thinking like, it's something about Police Go Home. I can't hear the full vocal as it loops. Like, I'm not sure what the other, like, half of it is. So part of it, why I'm sort of like, you know, is it essential to this part? I think part of it is because I'm not hearing the full thing right. But again, I enjoy it. I just wonder, like, if it's something that, like, maybe you could chop in and out of the track instead of just running it for this whole section. But again, maybe that's partly because it's a bit opaque to me still. It's like go home police, police something, something, go home. I mean, I get it, don't let the police inside, like make chains so they have to like, you know, they literally have to like beat everyone and reveal what they're doing to like, you know, disband the protest or whatever, but it's just part of this looped vocal that I can't quite make out. Crescendo. back with that. Dirty, like, squat, fucking, punk rock sort of masterpiece. Simple as that. Again, a contender for my favorite tunes from Dom, and I do like many of his tunes. Going Equipped is right there too. Going Equipped, fucking hell. I'm gonna have to react to that one. Anything that samples Rage from their, like, classic period, fucking hell. And again, the cheekiness of the sample, like, smart. I love when it does that at the measure transitions, where the acid will just heat up, like key up for a moment. Like I said, relentless acid techno. There is no refuge, there is no respite. But there is a reprise of the wicked acid work, my god. You wouldn't believe it. If someone described this tune, you'd be like, but it can't be that hard, that wicked, that barreling forward the whole time. It is, bro. Love this sort of acid-heavy outro. Could finish a mix with this tune. Mentioned it in quite a few records, they have a wonderful intro, cool, charismatic outro, and it's like, well, you could use this anywhere in a set. You could use it at the beginning, you could use it in the middle, you could use it at the end. Which is a testament to, how DJ-friendly a record can be if that's the case. Just having fun with the acid Pella outro, let's go. Like gritty. You could mix this with Mayhem 99 on VCF. You could absolutely do that, and then maybe go into Research Future by Junk Project and make it a whole acid, and then go into the Acid Rebirth by Mr. Gas Mask. You just make this crazy evolving acid Pella set. Someone should do that at some point. But yeah, maybe I'll try it. Nevertheless, it's an amazing tune. I absolutely love it. Like I said, arguably my favorite from Dom, although there are others like Going Equipped and Suburban Tedium, which are right on the same level. We'll have to, again, react to at least a couple of those. Definitely Going Equipped, probably Suburban Tedium, maybe Squat Come On. It's a dope tune as well, as I said. So let me know if you enjoy his tracks. Let me know if you enjoy this sort of like harder edge, almost, again, like political acid techno. I was going to say politicized, and it's like, that's not really the word I want. Political, sort of savvy acid techno. That makes me think of the Prolocult records. Where there was always sort of like a political figure, in some cases, controversial ones or so on. Fidel Castro was on one of the releases and so on. But there was a lot of like records that had a sort of, anti-capitalist sort of icons on the labels. So yeah, it sort of maybe fits into that mold a little bit. But again, shout out to Dom. As you see here, again, I'm a big fan of punk rock, so the ideas that are sort of expressed in at least the titles in some of his tracks are those which I've been thinking about and listening to for a long time. So yeah, I like a bit of techno with some background to it, some substance, some ethos that is the impetus motivating it. So yeah, big ups to Squat Dom, big ups to WahWah, as I've said multiple times, one of my favorite labels. Certainly, I think one of the best that is outside of the proper Stay Up Forever label, but within the Stay Up Forever universe. It's probably, like, to my mind, right there with the main label as like the two best in that entire like umbrella. So yeah, big ups to them, big ups to Chris and Aaron, of course. So yeah, let me know if you like that. Let me know if you want to hear more Squat Dom. As I said, there's going to be at least a couple others, but let me know if there's one specifically that you'd like to hear. Let me know if there's other WahWah tunes you'd like to hear, other Stay Up Forever tunes. Of course, I'm going to continue to do lots of acid techno. This is acid techno street. It will always be one of the main things I'm doing, even if I have other things going on. So let me know if you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. And have a good night. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. Peace.